last and wait for the turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. Turn by turn. Everything in life is turn by turn by turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. But the man relax and wait for the turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. Turn by turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. But the man relax and wait for the turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. Love with God. Hello with God. Who will love me? Love with God. Hello with God. Who will love me? Hello with God. Wish you well, pray for me, pray for you. If you must struggle, I will stay away. If you want to buy, you can buy for your own love. Money, money, you are my problem. Them will love, money, money. I want them.
Yeah. Put it on the door.
Turn by turn, everything in life is turn by turn.
Welcome, Bobo the Fire.
Everything in life is turn by turn. Turn by turn, everything in life is turn by turn. But the man relax and wait for the turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. Love with God, hello with God. Who will love me? You hello with God. Love with God, hello with God. Who will love me? You hello with God. Wish you well, pray for me, pray for you. If you must struggle, I will stay away. If you want to buy, you can buy my love. Them will love, money, money, you are my problem. Them will love, money, money, you are my problem. Turn by turn, everything in life is turn by turn. But the man relax and wait for the turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. Turn by turn, everything in life is turn by turn. But the man relax and wait for the turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. Turn with God.
Yo, hello, Siata.
Who be like the baby?
Hello, Siata.
Turn with God. Hello with God. Who be like the baby?
Hello, Siata. Money man gun, money man gun, money man gun.
Money Lord, some of us say. turn. Everything in life turn by turn. We turn by turn. Everything in life turn by turn. But the man relax and wait for your turn. Everything in life turn by turn.
Yo quiero siata, movila mami, kariga yo quiero siata. Assalamu alaikum, everybody who is watching this live stream now and who will be watching it in time to come. Welcome to the usual open conversation on Fridays that I have on religion and society. Nangen def mbokk musidal on jara matanala e mon albenyadi momo ibe dulado o dula mbe kontonna manglendi nuyu mi do salminaon. While I'm waiting for my guest, I was playing this song, from Jezel, a very interesting song, that fits the topic I'm going to engage these brothers when they come online today on. It is all about, destroying each other, from marabouts, black magic, white magic. What do you know about it? We live in a dark society, whereby people don't want to see you succeed, or when they see you, anyhow, because of jealousy, they will tend to take you to any kind of things to bring you down, either to spoil your image, to damage your image, or to take you to what commonly we all know, going to the marabouts, using all kind of things. This evening, that is my topic. I was influenced by a video that was circulating on Facebook, where I guess he was at a ceremony talking about how our society is going back, due to the cause of our own people, because people hate to see others succeed. People just hate each other. So if you go on Facebook, you will hear this man, talking about this. He's saying, let me cite the audio, and while my guest, my brother Mohamed Toure is backstage, I will bring him on. While I know brother Kefefe is not, he's coming from work now. Maybe he's not yet settled. I will excuse him. I will engage brother Mohamed Toure in Wolof, and if possible, if he can speak Mandinka, today we talk about it. Dañoo duga si suñ laaka Gambia, because yaakante bi dafa bari doomi aadama bukuta gis moromam tekki suñ la munuta yaaxa comme amna track ST fu mu dee wax mu ne nii me dokundino isee doku suñ la munuta liggéeyloo dañ la liggéey. Comme if they cannot make you do what they want you to do, enslave you, they will work on you. And that is existing, that is reality. Lolo mo health in African society. So they get Africa, even Europe visa, man dem na fi be bir Europe fi ne gis na, even in the dem na be stage bo xamne gis na fi in Europe fi ni fo xamne in the Western culture, where people use this magic, they call spirits to exist amongst them. They talk to spirits. I see them in the European community. I see that. I witness testimonies of people, whereby they use spirit, to make people to make people afraid, or to make people do what they want. Before yo, Ibrahim, onno be Sierra Leone, Tenala, Bobo de Fire, Abenyadi, how is the family? I see your pictures. Are you in Gambia? Ibe Gambia for Ibe Jam. Ibrahim, onno be Sierra Leone, Jara, Tenala Ema. Before I go further, before I sit down here talking, I will invite my brother, Mohamed Toure, Munyo Nuwatane Li. Brother Mohamed, Naref.
Sante yàlla.
Sa mic bi mu ngi echo.
It's open.
Dafa bari bro.
No.
Yeah, duma dega sa noise before nega dafa bari noise.
Okay, bye more.
Like Mohamed Toure is trying to settle down. I will try to engage you, tell you people. I will look for the audio and play it before you think I'm just. But this is reality. You know, in our society, when people cannot make you do, you know, ni me doku no isi doku. So this man. No, this man was talking about, you know, this man was talking about how people how they use people, you know, in our African society, how they take people. Listen to this. Listen to this. If you are hearing this audio, please make a sign. Leave in the comment if you are hearing this. Boy, jabal my life still my dig and that.
So what I come fal e kam mol fatan e kam mol ni la muso dam mal fatan ko te kelale men ken nay banko kam o siata economic tinya.
This is in Mandinka. He's speaking in Mandinka.
Ndolla jam ko men be keren tarde o men ben kan economic kara nyim tubabu dula talalu jamabe tardere waltina janne itina no jam hamak amo kama to hamere mbita gambe nyina wot mbita gambe wotina jam ko yomal qiyam nama kilo abdullah wala to ya doku ya dol sidi kan duwol mo ta duwol kuno e ka tar ko safo be sidanga singobal kono be sidanga singobal safo be sidanga singobal dol be se ko men fo dol be yara la dunya ko fo
audio bi ba
dol be je yewli ya mundira tara jang hamo nani sita jang as keke le akumul foy ay miracle dol para fo ji da ko tenkel abuka doku keno akatu ya yala gambe ja to ya yala ta tamano la ta fejjal bari ni na sita as miracle dol foy as ku ken dol foy nyina nyanta kala nyina nyanta bara fo mutake ya korte ya la hajo betika ya doku mol be je la doku dula bay fosi ka sunyaro atata mole ya waya korte akata tula sunyaro la department oda andi ya sababu la do sunyaro kada kame sunya ga sama na tele say dol be develop la nyaadi le na men be suwo kono nim moya ni ay londo la soto nga korte na fulo soto nga korte na jaati kendi soto nga korte na tamata nga korte na muso soto nga korte na dingo soto nga korte ni nga nyul be korte mu ne tan tol femman tol bulata femman ya men fo korte way tol letin la ina masi bodi nim mamur ala kan subhanahu wa ta'ala na tawhido de dindiwlu nyaati la ngamolu ko mo bondir amamme me pledu la dol to ngamme faji ko ala ma fo moye ko dum mol bol alla nyum kundum bulo mol bol ngam ko dum karle bol dada karle mu dan karamoti ame karbi fenna ngam fajje jeppol karle ma ala ma fo moye fajje jeppol karma waram fula ala ko wa anibu ila rabbikum wa aslimu kay ala ko jumaale jeppol jumaale ala fo mol ala ko moye jeppol mol ala namna fo moy mu dan na to katlar ko dum nam ike ko dum mol pour ite ke baba ale dina forma imo kende ma ida ele ko kade ko dum mol ke ko dum nyuma e ke mun islam molula kade ke fan kara fa jumala abe mun ke no la mo ma fon la hajo jarano ala so.
Okay, brothers, I think it's good that people confirm that they were hearing this audio, you know, very clear. You know, my inspiration for this evening today, you know, today discussion come from here because I call this Friday a Fat Jobade on no way Abenyari Ibrahima. I will translate it. I will translate what he was saying. Oko, what he was saying in Mandinka was, he said, why our society in Gambia is Mohammed, you also mune ton nga face slide bi. Light bu nek sa gannaaw dina la jox leeray tonal nga face light bi sa camera bi wow comme what he was saying in Mandinka was the man was in like Islamic ceremony, like, you know, where they are preaching about religion and all those things. What this man is saying on this audio is, you know, in our Gambian community, what is bringing people backward, because he's speaking like Mohammed Bete is a lerai is a lampa binya. What he was saying is, you know, in what make us go back in Africa, in Gambia, in let me not say right, because he's talking about Gambia, that people, is this what we are saying, black magic, ka korte ko nabugol Ibrahima ko fulbe be nginata korte kon e nabugol himbe cerna yagal korto ko kamol samba morol ya, you know, ke doku ako mol be jang mel yalon ko ibe banta fan na fonni ni moye musu nyima soto, you know, ya korte ni moye do ko soto, ni moye do ko soto ya korte, you know, ni mo feng beteman soto do kala ko goddo hebi ko moddi be kortamo, you know, o inni haydo ino wodi sa himbe be andanta haybe Europe mol men yanko be sirim banta ibe jodi yasi be wawata hotude fionu, because himbe no gollibe, you know, they took them to the marabout. They will not benefit themselves. They will never, they will be doing everything. They will be wishing to go back, you know, they have everything, but they cannot go back. This man in Gambia is talking the reality. He knows what he's saying. And ko woni wide ko akamun fo fanang, you know, you know, molbe gamme je fam melialon ko be sirinje ke doku, you know, be gollete be nabete ko cerno kala ko be wima ko dum wadata. You know, what this man is saying is echoing the same vein. Like some days ago, a gentleman went, you know, he was showing a video of a man in Gambia. He was warning people against those kind of people, saying, be careful of this kind of people. When they shake your hands, whatever they ask you to do, you will do it. That is an older video different from this one. What I'm saying, coming for, you know, what I'm saying here is different. It's different from that story. This man is just showing. This one is a scholar. He's a Muslim scholar in the Gambia. He's talking about these things. You know, that the reality of the fact is people cannot bear to see that somebody succeed. You know, they cannot just succeed, because come A2M4 naka STM4 ni me do kundi. If they don't let you, if they cannot make you do what they want, they will take you to the marab, and they will make you do. They will, after then you will be not, you don't know anything that you are then doing. Kala ko won what they andata I want to isa gomara. It take tarla ila fun. Anything that they ask you, you will do it. That is magic. So because I have this brother here, Mohamed Toure is somehow educated in Islamic laws, Islamic knowledge. He knows the Quran. I will ask Mohamed Toure to educate me what he knows about it, because we as an Africans, you know, you go to an Africa, you are, even when you in between Africa, you are afraid if you will somebody give you food, if somebody give you water, or when you visit people, or even when you are walking on the streets, you are afraid. Me, myself, I know where I am born, in my township. You know, Mohammed is good. It's a light before ko defe on is okay. Bana. It's a light binumune melon bana. So you see, it's good, Mohammed. Dama gis ne, if you are walking in the streets, use in the Johnsons, only in our joints, where the street joints, we call Johnsons, you know. You see people bringing this every kind of stuff on the highway, on those roads, you know, just to achieve for them, like black magic and all these marabou things, you know, just to get what they want. So if you live in our community, in our society, you see this. This is a reality. So Mohamed Toure, bayal sa camera bi, bayal sa light bi nu mu mel nonu, it's good. Ba yow kay bayal ma mute la nga muna duga. Mohamed na def.
Okay. Sant yàlla bu baax. sant yàlla.
waaw
Comme ça
Mohamed
ñu
yaa mbaa dégg nga audio bu ma doon play fii.
waaw dégg naa ko waaye xaw ma exactly lan la doon wax de the meaning because I'm not good in Mandinka.
ok ma translator la ko mooy xam nga comme nu ma advertise suñ programme bi tey topic bi mooy black magic marabouship and white magic like this moom lu mu doon wax si soose mooy mu ne soo gisee ñun Gambia suñ économie bi muy fail suñ country bi suñ société bi muy demee gannaaw mooy nit ñi ñoo dee liggéeyante yóbbu nit ñi si ay sëriñ di la korte suñ la gisee ngay tekki rek soo amee even jabar bu rafet sax ñu korte la pour nga dee mbaate pour njëriñ si boppa soo amee lu baax rek korte la mu ne dafa am ñoo xam ne ñu ngi si biti ñu nga xam ne ñuy tukki ñooñu duñ mun a teg seen tànk si biti si Gambia delluwaat Gambia mu ne ñooñu dañ leen liggéey mu ne moom si boppam gis na nit boo xam ne compté na di compté di naan diw sangam ñoo ko rey diw sangam ñoo ko réew ñëw mu compté mu ne ñooñu moom mu ne kooku wax na ne ñoom ñoo réylu te loolu soo xoolee sax am na ay weer yu romb weer yu gannaaw da nga gis ne am na ay vidéo yu doon génn biir Guinée Conakry Gambia yooyu noonu yoo xam ne ay ñuy téye domo yi nii di téye domo ñooñu di wax naan waaw diw sangam ñu ñoo ko nekk di lekka xam nga ndax yow gis nga vidéo yooyu noonu waaw yow Mohamed loolu.
Well, first of all, you know everybody the new follow every Sunday, every Friday, see religion and society program bi. You know you tamit your host bi ngeen nuyu brother Isa maybe it's little bit busy waaye mën nañoo join. So lu ñu am pour wax mooy magic ñu ko oyee si olof njabeer arab di ko wax sihar dafa nekk loo xam ne dafa réalité la te alquran wax na si yonent bi wax na si hadis magic mooy njabeer comme ni ko alquran waxee mooy loo xam ne spiritual power la nit ki daf ko use pour mun a yàq nit wala mu mun a taxale diggante ñaari nit wala mu mun a gàllankoor nit ki ba lu moo ut si mun a àgg wala mu dofloo nit ki wala yeneen tey soo xoolee taat wool bi ñoo ëpp ñu koy use because of backwardness in mentality.
soo waxee taat wool bi ak loolu ñoo bëgg a wax noonu taat wool bi ñan ñooy taat wool bi.
They go classify first world, second world, and third world. Third world countries, like in Africa, especially at some Arab countries, they were third world. So in terms of mentality and civilization, we are very backward. So you're gonna.
Boy, man, time mini am na ñu ñëw seetaan suma sister Fat Jobaate nekk America suma tooma Boubacar Balde dinaa ko wax Boubacar Diallo muy Gambia suma jabar Fatou Sane Diallo muy Germany ak ku ñëw seetaan fii rek for the interest of everybody I would like people if you are in you share this live stream so that other people will learn from it. Okay, I see brother Isa just came in. I will add him on. And Isa, brother, continue. Lord.
So, loolu mooy magic yaa ngi ko def pour yàq wala bu ko succeed in life nga ne kii du am lu mu ko rey wala sax nga def njabeer pour am loo xam ne yow da nga yaakaar ne loolu mën na la ko indil ici ci wéy boo xam ne bokkut ak nga yaakaar yàlla ak sa ñax soo njabeer mooy magic ci islam haram ba pare bokk na ci bàkkaar yu gën a mag mooy is one of the big sins that we are talking about in our last program parce que suñ jëloo ci hadis bi doon ci wax mais ndax duma leen wax bàkkaar yu gën a mag mu tudda ko juróom-ñaari bàkkaar soo njabeer mooy magic ci la ko boole soo demee ci alquran yàlla mu ngi wax ne ci sourate Baqara
Aaron, my minute, my welcome Isa. Brother Isa, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, brother Isa, you made me already start we start the show. I was engaging Ibrahim on Muhammad on in our local language in Gambia, one of our languages in Gambia. You know, you see the advertisement of the program. You can greet the viewers first, and then we let Muhammad continue on his contribution.
Okay, good evening, brothers and sisters. I'm Mohammed Mukhtar. Last time, and we have spoken about so many things, trying to educate people about what is going on day and night. So I'm here today again. I'm really happy to meet you once again today, just to continue our program as usual. And my respect and greeting to Mr. Mohammed Toure, inshallah. So thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Isa. Okay, Mohammed, continue. What did you said? The prophet mentioned that and Allah mentioned about this black magic and all this thing in the Quran. Can you help us understand more?
We said in one of our topic today is magic, which is very dangerous, especially in the third world war, in the third world countries. And we said that magic is one of the biggest sins that Prophet mentioned in the hadith that we spoke about in our last conversation. So magic is a spiritual power that some people use in order to be able to spoil some other people whom they may be paid or whatsoever. So I said that
Mohammed, yo. Lolu lan la ko si ban aya si ban sura o wala hadis la yonenti wax lolu ak yalla wax si Quran bi fan la ko waxe si Quran.
First of all, aya alquran yu wax ci magic dafa bari waye dina ci jël ben bokk na ci aya bi nga xamne mom moy define lan moy magic ak the danger of magic mo yalla wax ci alquran ne wala yuflihu sahiru haythu ata. When a magician or anyone who uses magic will never succeed. So if you are dealing with magic, please be aware that you will never succeed in that. That's the word of the Almighty Allah. Okay?
So, so why Mohammed so holy ñuy def jëfandoo black magic yëpp ci tuuri diine islam la ñoo jaar ñu bari ay sëriñ
ma ñëw yàlla dafa am ñaari malaika comme ni ko yenn tafsirkat yi waxee ku ñu ooyee Haarut ak Maarut ñoom ñaar yàlla dafa leen wàccee fii si àddina si benn place bu ñu ooyee Babil in Iraq ñooñu nag yàlla daf leen jox njaber ñu yore ko ñooñu nag yàlla daf leen teg pour natt doomu aadama yi pour examiner njaber boobu nag ñoom ñoo ko day joxe soo yàlla dafa aaye julit yuus njaber comme ni ma ko waxee njaber dafa bokk ci bàkkaar yi gën a mag soo léegi borom bi subhanahu wa taala mu ne képp ku dem nga jël njaber si ñoom nga yuus ko yaa ngi def bàkkaar yi gën a mag na la génne si islam ay alquran mu ne wa ma kafara Suleymaanu walakinna kafaru yuallimuna an-naasa sihr yonent yàlla Suleymaan nekk a big prophet nga xam ne dafa nekkoon prophet nekk king am nguur bu mag moo ñaanoon yàlla mu ne ko rabbi habli mulkan la yambaqi li ahadin min baadi yàlla may ma nguur boo xam ne kenn du ko musa am suma ginnaaw a unique power boo xam ne man rek maa ko mën a am yàlla may ko ko wahabna lahu dhalika wa innahu indana la zulfa wa maan yàlla jox ko ngelaw fu ko neex ngelaw bi dem yàlla jox ko jinne yi mu leen a yónni leen liggéeyloo leen def lu nekk so bu Seydina Suleymaan gaañoo nag fu mu daan toog saytaane dañuy ñëw gas foofu suul fa ay këyit génnee ko ne leen li moo doon secret of power Suleymaan da fekk loolu amul Suleymaan yusuta njaber yàlla ñëw ci alxuraan pour weddi loolu leeral ko mu ne wa maa Suleymaan walakinna shayaatina kafaru yuallimuna an-naasa sihr Suleymaan sumay prophète la xam-xam bu mu amoon ak doole bi maa ko jox yusutoon magic saytaane ñoo use magic te magic boobu kuñ ko jàngal nga jàngal ko di ko use da ngaa génn si islam wa maa kafara Suleymaan wala inna shayaatiina kafaru yu'allimuuna naasa sihr saytaane ñoo weddi yàlla because ñoom ñi ngay jàngale ci magic kon képp ku jàng magic kuñ ko jàngale yaa ngi génn si boobu si islam yàlla wax ne ñaari yooyu mu wàcce si suuf jox leen magic nit yi di dem di ko jàngal si ñoom di ci jaxase diggante jëkkër ak jabar di si tas ay sëy di tas ay mbokk di tas ay society di yàq ay nit loolu jabar boobu dafa araam te ku ko use nga xam ko ba pare di ko use gëm ko nekkuloo julit kon nekkuloo si islam kon jabar daal luñ mën a xam si aay bi mooy it's very dangerous te ku ko use mooy sa ending mooy you will fail you will never succeed ndax yàlla nee na
Mohamed yow foog nga ne njabet yo booy wax nii comme black magic ak white magic booy wax nii am na ñoo xam ne dañoo defend seen boppa ñu naan waaw man lu may def lii pour lu baax la yow foog nga ñooñu fu ñu weru lu am.
very good ñu ñëwaat si foog ñu différence diggante black magic ak white magic at first of all balaa ñuy dem si second point white magic suñ ko waxee mooy c'est conventional divination white magic mooy koo xam ne dafay jël alquran di ko binda léeg-léeg yenn leetas yi comme miim daf ko di ubbi dugal si turi nit léeg-léeg mu jël sura bi mu juutal ko mooy mu overtone ko léeg-léeg mun naa binda alquran ba nga fa binda alquran waaye mu see dugal yeneen ay turi jinne ay turi saytaane soo di ko use pour ine certain purpose yu bon loolu la ñuy ooyee black magic white magic da ngaa fekk di toog amee néegam amee kurus di julli di binda ay alquran ay aya su ko defee ñu xamut dañoo wax ne ay lu ma dafa baax because alquran lay binda fekk lu ma def magic because alquran bu muy use ñu ko use in a way that is not accepted in Islam kooku mooy white magic black magic ne mooy ko xam ne moom wéru alquran bindu dara moom ay sunguf ay béjjën xam nga béjjën horns ay banta ay morceau yu xonq la day use di def lu bon lu moo def kooku la ñuy ooyee black magician kële mooy white magician.
lan mooy white lan nga yow waxaatal delluwaatal si sa white magic naka la magic di nekkee white magic is magic bro.
Wow, magic is magic and magic is not accepted in any way. Why differentiate the diggante magic, white magic and black magic is just a conventional divination. White magic mooy koo xam ne wax naa la ne ba jàng alquran ko mun a binda ba pare di ko use for other purpose comme di jël ay alquran bi daf ko binda ubbi benn lettre si biir comme xam nga miim
waaw
yaatal ko di ko ci turi nit sometimes dañ dee am lettres bu nekk am na benn number bu ko defal ñu ne lettre bi mooy number 1 lettre bi mooy number 2 lettre bi mooy number 3 soo ñu calculer turi nit di am yu def ay ñu ooyee xaatim da nga ko dee gis da nga ko dee bi nii def ay tur di def yu bon ñooy def loolu la ñu ooyee white magic soo ñooñu pour ñu convince pour ñu nax public yi daf dee ci tuuti ndax ñoom dañ laa wan ni la alquran lañ amee da ngaa dugg seen néeg fekk leen ñu ngi julli amee këy amee pen di bind alquran yore daa fekk lu moo def is unaccepted kooku mooy white magic black magic kooku moom du amee këyit du bind daa moom ay béjjën ay banta ay saga yu xonka ay saabu yooyu lay use kooku mooy white magic
comme yooyu they use jeans then they use jeans not like
ñoom ñëpp jinn lañu use even kële dafay use jinne naa ko leeral ci waxtaan bi.
Okay, but brother Isa, what is your thought about this black magic and maraboutship that is destroying, our societies, like, people making people to do things without their knowledge, like they take you to the marabout, they put you in a black magic, they put a spell on you, that anything that they want you to do, you do it. What is your understanding in those things, brother?
Okay, so first of all, much respect to the viewers and hoster and my senior brother Mohammed Toure. And although I didn't understand the language, but I could see that he would be always on topic because I understood that he's very talented. By the way, this kind of things that is happening is not only in Gambia, because I heard that you are talking about Gambia. This kind of thing is all over the Africa. Some people are just using it just to spoil our life or to spoil the life of their brothers and sisters and family, just for some reasons. What are the reasons? All of this is jealousy. When they see your life is impressing or your life is bettering, they will just start jealousing you, simply because maybe God has given you something that they didn't give them. And they do forget that God didn't create us to be one. God created us in different, in layers. So that's why he gave you this and he gave me this, he gave you that, he didn't give me this. So everybody has his own share from God. But upon all that, in the day of judgment, you people will stay, or you come in front of God to do accountability of all what he gave you. Being wealthy, being knowledge, all of these things, you have to come and do accountability on that. But what is the reason of killing somebody? What is the reason of doing black magic for somebody? Just for self-interest. So when you look at the sources of these kind of things, it's hatred and jealousy. That's why we are always backwards. Some of our people or some of our families are doing it just because when they ask, we give me this, we give them. Some of them are doing something that just to break you down. Maybe you are doing your business and your business is moving fine. Out of jealousy, they will try to bring you down. So it is not only in Gambia, it is all over the world, or all over in Africa in particular.
Yeah, if I was inspired by a video of a ceremony like Islamic conference was going on. This scholar was explaining about why I was talking about Gambia, because the scholar was speaking before you came. I know it took you time to reach home, and thank you for taking that time. He was explaining how our society, our community is going back. He said the main source of it is our own cause. Our people cannot stand other people's talks. He said, even in his ceremony, he said, there are people, even when you have even a beautiful wife, they will put a curse on you.
This kind of things, I may call it just a sickness to Africans. It's a sickness. Because whatever that you don't think on this issue used to happen. Some people may even try to kill you just because of the shirt that you are wearing. Some people may try to kill you or to break you down just because of the shoe that you are wearing. So this kind of thing, look, me and you are here in Europe. Go and buy everything that you wear, they will never see you. Put every dress that even tears everywhere, nobody's going to look at you. That's why they are that's why they are progressing. But in our place, even when they see you go to the car and this in barbering shop, you barb your hair, you become nice, they start jealous. We start jealousing each other.
Yes, bro.
So this thing, I don't know why is this, and it is everywhere in Africa. And people are using this. Even look, just go and take somebody to put in your shop for him to look for your shop for you, just for him also to get some little money to satisfy his wants. He will try sending you to this black magic just for him to become your boss, whereby you are his boss. You employ him to come and look for your shop or to come and help you in business. But this man or this boy or this woman would try going to Marabu here and there just because when she said yes, it's supposed to be yes.
But you see, Mame Toure, you come in here in English also. You see people like in families, even they use I hear when I was younger, when I was still in the gang, I heard of there was a particular man in my hometown. Yeah, he came back and he run mad. He was in Germany for some time, When he came back, he run mad. The story, what was going on, going about him in town, that I grew up hearing is that his parents call him back to black magic. They make something to call so that he will come back. But his his mother or father, I don't know who call it, use black magic to call him back. You know, they said normally when they hear that he is coming, they should take it out before he arrives at the compound. So they forget to take it out, and he arrive and he run mad. Now he cannot benefit himself. Do you know anything about those things? Two of you, do you ever hear about a story like?
Mr. Bubakar, there is one man and his wife here in Turnot. You may know them, but maybe you may forget them. They are here for so many years. They went to Africa. Believe me, the wife died. When the wife died, he said, okay, now it's getting to December and I don't have money to do the funeral because I didn't prepare for funeral. We just came for vacation. So please put my wife into the deep freezer for me. I will come back to Belgium or Europe and work. In December, we come and then do the funeral and so.
That is from a Christian family? Is that for Christian
what
family?
You are
they from the Christian religion or Muslim?
Yeah, they are from Christian religion. But they too, they are also doing that, eh? They are also doing it, eh? It's not only about...
when you said to make the funeral, I just want people to, because in Muslim...
No, they are from Christian. Yeah, he is a Christian.
Yes.
Believe me, this guy also passed away exactly 1 week or 10 days after this woman died.
Allah.
Believe me. So when you look at these things, there is something going. They poison them just because of what they have there. The family or the friends want to take it over. There is also one man that I knew. He just ran also mad, as you said. He went home. This man just finished his building, everything. He do everything just for inauguration of the house. The day of the inauguration of the house, that day that man died.
Allah.
So these kind of things, we do believe there is God, and everything is possible when it is time. It is time. La yusamma sa'ata wala nus. La yusamma sa'ata wala nus. When it is time, it is time. But there is some scenario when you look to the rhythm, you see, no, there is something going on. So our place is too much danger. It's too much danger. That's why you see now, even we don't have secret to tell our brothers or to tell our sisters because we are afraid.
That is true. What do you have any knowledge of any story like me and brother Isa just said?
Well, I have stories. I myself, I have experienced that when I was 15 years old or 14 years old. It was in 2004.
You experienced that. Can you explain us your story then? First-hand story.
In 2004 and 3 was my first time to go and attend the high school in Senegal.
Yeah.
When I went to Senegal for the first year in 2003, and I attended the school there, which is a very big art institution, and I did well in that year, and I came the second boy in our class. Then I came back to the Gambia for spend my vacation with my family. Just one night, as I was sleeping around 10 o'clock with my family, my father, mother, and sisters, I just, wake up in a very strange way, and all my body was trembling.
You mean your body was trembling?
Was trembling. I tried to maintain myself as I am a brave man. Whatever comes to me, I try to take, to maintain it, but I couldn't. So I was good to explain to my father. He came, wake up at night. My mother, we entered the room. He recited some ayat of Quran on me. All my body was trembling. I started having something, strange imagination in my head. So they did many things for me. Just after that day, that night, within 2 days, 3 days, I started seeing, different, things myself. I started doing different, movement and appearances started out of me. That, like in that time, I couldn't sit in one place for 5 minutes. I couldn't.
So you fear that you fear that
Just
you fear that.
I, I must go out, walk little meters, and come back. Number two, when I am walking alone in the street, I will not be able to walk, seriously. I must be running. Whenever I'm going somewhere, when I'm alone, I must run. Second, number three, I talk to myself. When I'm in the streets, I talk to myself. And I have been suffering from this uh, from 2004 up to 2008.
So you think somebody did that to you?
Sometimes I become very vexed. I come and provoke people. I come and quarrel with them without people doing anything to me. Sometimes when I'm alone, I get annoyed until I used to beat even the wall.
So what did you do to come out of that scenario, that problem?
So sometimes I think of going to marabouts and explain to them this appearance. Sometimes I think of going to the doctors. Sometimes I say by myself, this might be a jinn. But whenever I try to go and explain to those people, something discouraged me. I remember it was in 2008. I came to Banjul to spend my vacation. I have a friend in Pipeline who is a Britonian. I used to visit him in his house. So one of his brothers was an observant. He observed those appearances that I was doing, and he told the friend that this boy sometimes do those strange movements. Sometimes he run unnecessarily. Sometimes he talk alone while he's alone. So in that particular time is when I started thinking of this. So with the help of Almighty Allah, in that vacation before I left to Mauritania, I was out of that. And the magic was not even finished in my body. Until I was in Mauritania, I used so many different medications in order to relieve myself from that magic. But it was a very powerful magic, and I know the lady who did that to me because he wanted to cancel my education. When she knows that I'm exiling in the classes in my education, she wanted to spoil that, and she went to these magicians and did that to me.
So brothers, what is the difference from this black magic and marabu?
Okay.
Brother Isa, go forth.
Yeah.
The marabu, the normal marabu. Is that a normal marabu and magic? Because if you say magic, I think about these people who bring things out of nowhere, like working with beings and all these things. And if you say marabu, I think about these people who are Islamical. They use the Quran and other Islamic religious Quranic verses and all those to cure people and to do magic, do miracles for people. What is the difference? What is the difference then?
Difference under normal circumstances, the difference is very clear. When we are talking about normal, when we say marabu, it's just like malam. And I think Guinea, Gambia, Senegal, let me say the Francophone, they are using malam as marabu, as I understood it. But in this case,
you are a marabu.
Yeah.
So you are marabu. You are malam.
No, not all that marabu. I'm just followers of marabu. You see?
You call yourself malam.
When we said malam is somebody lecture who is giving lecture. That's malam.
Okay.
Like somebody when they said imam, imam is somebody who is in front giving prayers. That's what we call imam.
Okay.
So some people take as you are imam, then you have to be a marabu. No, there is difference in that. The marabu itself is also a different faculty.
But Isa, in our West Africa, where Islam is dominated, You know, 90% of the imams are marabouts.
Not at all.
To my knowledge, all the imams I know, people go for them for miracles. They go pray for them. They do give them something to clean their body with, to have a charm on them.
You know that one. You know that one. Nowadays, people understand that thing to be something. That's why most of our imam or malams are forbidding that thing. Because even during the prophet, he used to write it, but ayatul Quran, he write the verses of Quran, and even I don't know how we call it in English, the liar, something that we write on paper, and then also put it in our body. When it is ayatul Quran, when it is ayah, verse from the Quran, it is not haram. But some people are taking the name of jinn to add it with some things and so just, I don't know how to explain it much. But when you take the name of jinn, you take, maybe some people used to take the blood of goat, the blood of cow, the blood of, to write something and then add it and make it something to put it in their body or to do it. That's where we call shirk. And that one is not good. And even what you write on a paper, putting it in your pocket or putting it in your, that doesn't mean that you depend on that. You depend on Almighty Allah.
One brother, Aladdin Drame, he said he also echo your sentence, that he says it's very rare for an imam to be a marabout. But to my you people might be right, but me, I see a lot of imams who are marabouts too. So Mohamed Toure, what do you?
Okay, let Mohamed Toure come in. Mohamed Toure, come in, because me, I'm just from work. I have to be drinking. Mohamed Toure, help me. Go ahead.
He escaped. He escaped. Now you have to go.
Now in this case, look, we have totally different thing. Marabout is different, and imam is also different. You may be imam, but the marabout, you don't know nothing about it, because being a marabout, helping people in some things of this kind of things is also another chapter that you have to learn. It's not that you can read the Quran, so you can be in front to give people salah, then you are a marabout. But I'm talking about marabout, the real marabout. I'm not talking about the blackmailing of people.
I only know 10% of imams who are not marabouts. But 90% of imams I know are all marabouts. Mohamed Toure, what do you have to say that? What is the difference from the marabout and these black magics? Can you educate me? Because I have to learn.
Okay, very good. Just a short comment on what you have said, that most of the imams you know here in West Africa, particularly Gambia and Senegal, are marabouts. That is quite true. But actually, if you come to the ground, you will find out that there is a sect we call the Ibadus, and you know them.
The Ibadus. Last time you say here there is a Muslim, there is Ibadu.
No, this is some group, we call them Ibadu, according to their beliefs and their attitudes. You will never find any imam among them who practices this thing we call maraboutas. That's quite clear. Everybody agree in that. But in other sides, the imams who belongs to other groups, sometimes you find most of them practices these kinds of thing which you call these maraboutas. That's quite true. That's why you cannot link that with being an imam. Being an imam doesn't mean to be a marab. But even though most of imams we have in our West Africa, especially in the Gambia and Senegal, they practice it. That's quite true. Let me come to differentiate between black magic and white magic. And none of these, all of them is haram. And the magician, whether is doing a black or a white magic, is dealing with the devil. Because
what do you mean? Yes, yes, go on, go on.
When Almighty Allah created Adam, who is the father of mankind, and the Almighty Allah give order to the Satan to bow for him, and he refused. The Almighty Allah punished him by taking him out of heaven and sending him on the ground, and give him a power to be able to catch whoever he can catch among the mankind to take him to hell. So this Satan, which is devil, have many ways to trap people. Among these ways that he uses to trap people is magic. Okay, these magicians are dealing with the devil. The issues that the magician do, like he take a red paper, how to call a red, we can say it, paper with a horn, with needles, and fix them to make somebody become mad or to make somebody become ill. Is the devil that function? Is the devil that make the job? They do agree with the devil. The devil tell you, if you do take this and this and this, and you compose them, I will do the job. That's why sometimes you go on the on the Johnsons, you find there are some eggs with some coos, with some other stuffs joined together and left there. Those kind of things, you can separate them, you can use them. They cannot do any job, but it's the devil that does the job with the agreement, in the agreement with the magician. Is that clear? So the one that doing the white magic, who is taking the ayat of Quran, write them, sometimes turn them over, sometimes open some of its letters, put somebody's name there, sometimes mix it with other stuffs that have no link with Quran. Even sometimes they take urinate feces and write Quran with it. Sometimes they take Quran and write it on shoes, on slippers, and some other kind of thing. All those things are deal with the devils. So the white magician is the one that uses the verses of Quran in other ways to be able to do the job with the devil. The black magician is the one that don't use anything linked to Quran, but is using some other stuffs, some other African stuffs to do the job. But their purpose and their goal is the same.
But brothers, what do you say to the fact that Abu Bakr feel that, like you, Mohamed Toure, when you were having these difficulties, yeah, you want a solution. So you go to the black magician or any marabu who do this. Is that also haram?
It's really haram. That's called nushra in Islam. If you are magic, you have been magicked, there is other ways, which is halal, accepted in Islam, to relieve yourself from this magic without going to the magicians to help you come out of this magic. Because in Islam, we have the Quran, and the Almighty Allah said, وَنُنَزِّلُ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ مَا هُوَ شِفَاءٌ وَرَحْمَةٌ وَلَا يَزِيدُ الظَّالِمِينَ إِلَّا خَسَارًا. There is in Quran something that can cure you. So in Quran, you can recite some surahs, make your prayers to the Almighty Allah to get out of the sickness. There is some people who are specialists in that. They took certain ayahs in Quran, certain verses, they recite in their mouth in the way that Almighty Allah taught it us, and they spirit in water. You can use that water to drink it or to wash your body with that water to come out of your magic. Some can come and recite these ayahs on your body and blow it on you to be out of this magic. People do it in Islamic countries. Even here in Senegal and Gambia, some are having special places to do that. If you go there, you'll see the people that are, been magicked, and people that have jinn come to them, and these people help them to be out of this sickness with those ways that is accepted in Islam.
So it is accepted. So Isa, it is accepted that Muslims should go to any marabout for assistance. Then, what if that is black magic? Wait, Isa, give me a moment. Yes, Isa, yes.
And the normal circumstances, what my brother is saying is true, but we have, I think here we have a little bit differences here. Where I stand for, there are marabouts which are dealing only for Quran. If you have, as he said, Quran, there is shifa. So anything that you need is in the Quran. Anything. There is no sickness that has been dropped in this world without medicine. Everything that can find in the Quran. But the problem is why he said some of the marabouts are using this kind of nonsense. Taking example why he said urinate, writing the name of Allah or writing something that just to benefit somebody, and they are using it with the jinn. They are working with the jinn. That's one is true. But during the prophet, there is one woman who was sick. She was pregnant and she cannot deliver. There is an ayah that prophet write or let somebody write for her. She drank it. After drinking it, she was able to deliver safely.
The prophet.
There is
the prophet writes ayahs, but the prophet was uneducated. They said he cannot read and write. He cannot write.
But when he cannot read and write. But when Jibril came to him, what did Jibril do to him? Ikra bi ism rabbika allazi khalaq.
Yeah, but that is
general.
From
there he started reading. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I told you that he write it or he leave somebody write it, because I didn't capture it very good. But later when he was born, he was distant. Yeah, as we said, he cannot read and write. But after Jibril came to him, he was able to read, because Jibril came to him and asked him, Ikra. And he asked Jibril, why should I read? I cannot read and write. Jibril repeat again, Ikra. He said, I cannot read. Jibril repeat the third one. He said, Ikra bi ism rabbika allazi khalaq. Read it with the name of the one who created you. There he started reading.
So you want to tell me that during the time of the prophet, he also gave somebody the ayah from the Quran, but the Quran is collected after the prophet passed away.
Quran is what?
The Quran was collected when the prophet passed away. People collected the Quran.
That doesn't mean that. That doesn't mean that prophet cannot or prophet doesn't know about the Quran. Do you know how and why the Quran was collected?
I know.
I think somebody came to Sayyidina Umar.
I did Islamic studies. I know. I don't know. I cannot read the Quran.
I know. The Quran was collected. The Quran was collected or collaborated after the death of Prophet. Why? Because they did it just to have it as a history that so everybody can read it.
Yeah, because
at that time
are dying.
Exactly.
So Mohamed Toure, let me bring in Mohamed Toure here. Okay. And Mohamed Toure, what do you say? What do you say to Brother Issa's contribution?
Well, very good. I agree with him in the first point that everything is in Quran. That's quite true. The Almighty Allah said, "Ma faratna fil kitab min shay." Ma faratna fil kitab min shay means that I didn't neglect anything in the Quran. That's quite true. Whatever Muslims need in things that can benefit them is in Quran. Whatever they need to know in things that can affect them, we know the way how to avoid it in Quran. That's true. Ma faratna fil kitab min shay. To use Quran as a medication, we have certain hadiths where we can base to regulate that problem. Anyway, the story that you talk about, that the prophet writes or tells somebody to write a verse of Quran to give to a lady who was pregnant and wanted to deliver, or she was having problem of delivering. Anyway, I have not stand on the story. Anyway, what I know is that one group of the prophet companion were traveling, and they passed in a village, and the alcalde of the village was beaten by a snake, and they asked if some of them can help to relieve this man from this problem. So one of the Sahaba, they are to go and help this man, the chief of the village, and he uses only Fatiha to recite the Fatiha on his leg until the man was relieved from that.
So that's yeah.
Wait, when they came back to the Prophet and they narrated the story to him, he asked the man, how did you know that this surah could help to relieve this guy from this problem? So he accepted it. So that was a way of treating, or a way of treatment in Quran. That's quite acceptable. Anyway, we can use Quran to recite it on somebody to treat him from any sickness, because the Prophet said, Fatihatul Kitab Shifa'un min kulli da'. The Fatiha, which is the opening surah of Quran, could be a medication for any kind of sickness. That's quite true. And the rest of the verses of Quran are also. But if you use it in the way that Islam accepted, if you are writing a Quran on a paper to make somebody put it on his body, some scholars accept, some didn't. In a condition, if what you are writing is only Quran, you didn't mix it with any other thing else. And please, if you tie this on your body, do never go to the toilet with it.
So that's why some marabouts, when they give you something to put on your body, they advise you not to go with it in the toilet, or to have have sexual contact and touch it. So is that the reason?
Okay, but that's very sensible. Me, I prefer not to do it, because the majority of the scholars didn't agree in that. Some have agreed, and those who conditions, you have to be so that the one that giving you this verses of Quran written on a paper to put on your body is only Quran. He didn't mix it with any other thing else.
But how can you know that? No,
how can you know that?
Listen, me Boubacar Diallo, I come to the Marabout, I come to Malam Isa, I say, Malam Isa, I have a problem. I cannot sleep at night. I see images when I am at night. I cannot sleep. And the Malam Isa writes something for me, protection. Maybe he write the Ayatul Kursi, or he may write something. I don't know what he write. I'm not educated. I cannot read the verses to know what is it. So maybe he used black magic with it. I cannot. So how can that be haram for me?
Okay, very good. In that particular situation, once you are not a learned and you cannot differentiate between what is the pure Quran or what is mixed with some other thing else, and you have trusted this guy, and you believe that what he is giving you is only Quran, in that particular situation, you are not blamed. No one can blame you. Okay, but we are just telling what should be, is what I'm here to say. Even the one that recites the Quran on the people that is sick, in order to be able to treat him, you must be sure that this guy, what is reciting is only Quran. Or even if it is the meaning of Quran and he is saying it in your language, it should be the God's name, but he shouldn't use words that you don't know, because he can use the name of some devil.
But Mohammed Toure, brother Isa, there are people who make this maraboutship as a profession. It's a job, and it is. I can understand. It said it is haram to sell the name of God to other people, but people are making millions out of that. Isa. Wait, Isa, wait. Yes. Come again, yeah.
La yashtari ayatullahi samanan qalilan wa iyaya tarhabun. I think something like that. The ayah of Quran. What do you say?
Wala tashtaru bi ayatillahi thamanan qalila wa iyaya farhabun.
Can you translate that? What did he say?
Wa iyaya tarhabun. Thank you.
Let him translate it. He understands the meaning.
No, Isa, I
Go
asked you
ahead.
to translate it.
Do not use my
No, let him do it. Do it, my
to
brother.
buy
Go
some
ahead.
other things else. Please be fearful of me.
Repeat that again. What did you say?
I said to the Muslims, do not use my verses to buy some livelihood materials. Is that clear?
But bro, you see some marabouts, eh? These big scholars, it's people, they build mansions for them, they buy cars for them.
One point. This thing, if you are doing it, you have to do it voluntarily. So whatever people give you after doing it or after seeing the effect, it could be a reward to you. But you shouldn't condition them. Because that companion of the prophet who passed in that village, while the chief of the village was bitten by the snake, and he used Fatia to treat them, he didn't condition them. He didn't charge them any price. But when the chief was treated, was healed from the sickness, they give them a group of how to call of sheep, and they came with that to the prophet to ask them whether they are allowed to use this or not. So he said them, you are allowed to use it because this was given to you as a reward, but they didn't charge them. So no one have right.
People are confused. No, you are confused. Wait, I have to pay respect to my brother, one of my elder brother, Boy Barry from Gambia in Basse. He's watching us. He say, well done, guys. So that's mean what we are talking here is very important. But you people are confusing me here. You can go to a marabout. You understand? I come to you, Mohammed Toure. I say, Mohammed Toure, I know you are knowledgeable of the Quran and all secrets behind some of secrets that God put in the Quran. I say, Mohammed, I have this problem. What can I do to you? Say, I will give you this. But if I say, what can I give you? You say, no, I don't charge you anything. So that's mean you are conditioning me, my brother, automatically in another way.
No. I don't think so. I don't think so. What my brother said, what my brother Ture said is normal. That's how it's supposed to. But what you are saying now, it is not conditionally. When you come to normal marabu, there is no charge. That's why I quoted that ayah. You don't need to sell. When somebody is in need, he come to you. He tell you, oh, Mr. Bubakar or Mr. Mohammed Toure, I'm having problem like this. And I know God has, you learn much and God has let you know something that you can help me. So please help me. So Mohammed Toure will say, okay, I know Fatihat al-Kitab is that can cure. So I will do it and then I will recite it maybe 10 times and I'll write it 17 times, 11 times, 7 times and wash it for you and give it for you to drink. Okay, now it's up to you. When he will not charge you, but when he asks you, give me something, what you can give me, you have to see.
That is charging. God said, don't sell my name. Don't sell
No, my brother. But you know what? That's why in Islam you have always problem.
Why?
Look at this, my brother. The one that you go to him, he's a man with family.
Yeah.
He has a wife, he has a children. His children is going to school, he has to pay their school fees.
Yeah.
And maybe he's not doing nothing. It's only that thing that he's doing, helping in the name of helping people. So you, Bubakar, you come to him right today. You ask him, please help me with the name of Allah. I want to have this. I want to protect from. And he take his time.
But then it becomes.
And he write all of this. No, wait.
Wait. You want that is making that as a profession, that become a profession. He become a marabout as a profession. Then. Mohammed Toure, you want to help
brother, what I'm talking.
I disagree with Isha in that point. Me, I don't see that it's necessary for somebody to position himself as a helper in the name of God. No, he can do his job.
That's why, my brother, I didn't see. There is a lot. There are a lot of people.
Isa, let him land. Let him finish his point. Then I will give you back. Isa, yes.
No, position himself as a doctor in the name of Allah or use the verses of Quran to treat his people as his provision. No, he can have his job, he can have his profession, and then do it aside. Like myself now, I memorize the whole Quran. I can recite correctly. If somebody comes with problems, I can voluntarily recite the ayahs of Quran that I believe that they could cure this problem to see if it cure it, it's fine. But it's not my professional. I have my own job. Is that clear? Or if the person trusted me, he said that this man is a, is a Muslim, he's a moderate. I see him going to the mosque. I believe that if he prays for God, he will accept his prayer. And he comes to me, I can do it.
Mr. Ture, come back.
Yes.
Mr. Kefefe, Isa, can you come back? What do you want to? Why do you want to defend that?
What I'm telling that I'm not going to, or I'm not saying that position yourself to be like that, staying at home doing nothing is good. I didn't say that. But some people are doing that. So when people are doing that, and you come to him, and he asks you, give me what you can give me, that one, I don't see it to be wrong. Simply because what I said, maybe he's not doing anything. He has 10 people coming to him always, asking for this, asking for that, asking for this. So when he do it for you, and you say, okay, give me what you want to give me, then he didn't charge you. Even I may have my profession, doing all what I'm doing, having my distance, but when you come to me, I will help you. But when you ask me, how much should I pay you? I can ask you, give me what you want to give me, because what I'm going to write for you, maybe I have to buy some things for you yourself. But then I'm not saying that those people are using it as profession. But
you know why I allow you to debate this point is, Satan, money is satanic. You understand what I'm saying? So I am bringing you back to the first point when we begin. I can have $1 million, and I want you dead. And I want you to go mad. I want you to lose your job. I come to Mohamed Toure. If Mohamed Toure want to make Marabousi as his professor, money can tempt him, because if people are paying him $10, $15 naira, and all those things and I come with 1 million naira and tell him, listen, all I need is Isa to lose his job. He might be tempted and go on the black magic. This is why are you two to debate on that? What do you say to that, Isa?
This kind of things, we don't need to repeat it. I think Mr. Tura has already said it. That one is shaitan. And I don't see any benefit that you will do for somebody to lose his job. You are having 1 million.
Isa, money, even without Marabusit, people tell people to go. You here in Africa, you see people going to cut people's head, killing albinos, for money. People sacrificing their wives, their mother, their father, their children.
Mr. Abubakar, how long are you in Europe?
Yeah, so now I am sometime here. I am sometime in Europe.
Did you ever heard somebody take somebody head to go and do for money ritual?
I don't know. I did not hear it yet.
No, don't say I don't know. Just say I never heard, because you never heard.
I didn't hear it before yet. Yes.
Exactly. When you say you don't know, which means you are doubting.
Yes.
But here where you are, when they ask you, well, somebody asks you, have you ever heard in Africa somebody has taken somebody's head for ritual? What are you going to say?
Our main topic here, we are talking about our community in Africa. We are both from Africa. The problem,
my brother, when we are doing things, when we want to understand things, Bubakar, we weigh the thing. Why are you talking this? Because you have changed the environment and you see the difference. That's why you are making this kind of points. So when something comes like this, we have to take the two and balance it before we can see the reason. You know what is happening in Africa? I call it poverty, greediness, and jealousy. That's what I said in the first place. Because here, this kind of thing doesn't exist. That's why you don't see us killing our people or killing their people for money ritual.
That's true. But people kill people here for money.
Here.
Yes, people kill people for money. Here.
I don't understand. I don't understand. People kill people for money.
People kidnap people, kill them. People kill family members because of materials. You hear that here. People killing, fighting amongst each other.
We are talking about taking a head or taking somebody to the marabout.
It's the same. The other one don't want to take a gun to shoot you. You want to use the marabout to kill you. This one thing, if I poison you, you know, I have the family compound. I have the 1 million money that we inherit from our father. It's the same. It's the same thing.
But to be frank, for this one, I never heard it that somebody killed his brother here just because of this thing.
You never hear people poisoning people, people dying because of health in Europe. I give you an assignment. I give you an assignment. Next time we talk about this. You search about it. Families are damaged here. People killing each other in Europe here because of material wealth, because of inheritance, because of all this kind of thing.
My brother, here we are diverting the program. In Africa, I have also so many cases fighting on inheritance. My father has died and he leaves something and we are fighting. That's one is different than I'm wealthy or I have something and somebody's taking me to the marabout just for me to lose that thing. It's also different.
But marabout is on the same balance because of greed and selfishness. People kill other people. People take people to the marabout. Mame Toure, what do you say to that?
Well, I said that it was better to concentrate on the situation that is going on in Africa, so that in the next.
No, you are in Africa, but me and this man, we are in Europe. So we are talking about a society. So we are not living
in Africa. The magic that people use is here in Africa. We can't have another for that kind of situation. Is like aggression more than maraboutship. That is some kind of aggression.
But the cause is the self.
That people use physical power to do that, and this is a spiritual power. So the belief, because that man is using a physical power.
Yeah. So and this was problem. If you don't want to accept, if people don't want to accept the cause of all these atrocities is greed and selfishness. Then
the motivation behind this is greediness, selfishness, and
jealousy.
Okay.
So in our place, our problem is totally different. The problem of these people, because in our place we have poverty. That's the biggest problem.
But there is poverty in Europe too.
There is poverty in Europe, yes.
Yeah. So,
but do you want to tell me the poverty in Europe is like the poverty in Africa?
No, it's not the same. But people are living in poverty in Europe. Even in our town out here, where me and you will live, there are people living in poverty here.
But the problem is when you see Mr. Toure. Let me answer him. Here in Europe, you become poor when you want to become poor. I quote it.
No. I see families here in town out here. You know, I see families who live under poverty here. So
why?
Because their qualification, their job that they can have, or they are like handicapped, or they are like
no. Mr. Toure, when we are talking about poverty, don't mention handicap. You yourself, you know, here in Europe, handicap are well treated and well cared than you.
Well, yes, I understand. What I'm saying.
No, wait. Let me talk. You know yourself, handicap are well cared than you yourself. You know it. Yes. And here, Mr. Toure, here you may be a poor, but to have a food to eat, is not difficult. And when you are a poor, believe me, you choose to be poor because there is a work. Even if you don't have qualification, you can go to work. You can have a work without qualification.
Yeah, that is another topic. No problem. So now I will bring you people back to the topic. This black magic. People speak about black magic. Mame Toure.
Yes.
You believe that people should not take maraboutic as profession?
No, it shouldn't be a profession. Even if you are doing it to the way that Islam accepted, as we mentioned, you are reciting the Quran as this book, you didn't add in it. Either you are reciting it and blow it on the body on this body of the person, or you are blowing it on water and give him to drink or to wash his body or whatsoever, or you are writing it on a paper and give him to tie on his body. Shouldn't be a profession, but the man can know Quran and then do it at times when people need it from him without conditioning them or charging them any price. And whatever people voluntarily give to him as a reward, he is right to take it as those companions, those ships and cats and clothes that eat of the delivery to them.
So you made the difference between black magic and white magic. I cannot even differentiate them because they are all on the same course. Is to cause harm or to cause good. It's left to the person who came to you. So and with what he came with. But my brothers, we had a very, very fruitful discussion here. If I follow this topic, we will sleep in. But I think we will have more of this kind of topics, so that we will educate ourselves. You see, even between you two, you learn from each other tonight, and I learn from you. I want to thank you people, especially Isa. Me and you, we had late shift, but you take your time to be here to this late, And Mohamed Toure, you also believe in your time after work. I know you go to work all day, but you take your time to come here and try to educate me, and try to to learn from each other, to educate others who are listening to us. I will start with Isa and then you will close in Wolof. Isa, what do you have to say about this topic we had today? And what do you want to close with tonight?
Under normal circumstances, I find it very, very interesting topic because most of our people are doing this kind of mistake. You see them staying at home doing nothing, depending only on these kind of things. And as a marabu, you have to have your profession. So that one, if somebody come and you can help, you help. Being a marabu doesn't ask you or doesn't say you have to stay at home. But there is a condition. There are some people that has been chosen to be like an imam of the area, giving 5 prayers of the area. Some of them are able to have their own business. Some of them also now. So in this kind of things, there are so many ways that we used to look and then see how we can do for them also to have their own salary. Example, Moroccan's mosques here in Belgium, where I know. They used to go and bring somebody from Morocco to come and stay here. He will not do anything. What he's doing is just to give them salary. At the end of the month, they pay him. Which means that one has become his profession.
Yes. But imamship in Europe is almost a profession, because most of the recognized imams here, they pay them. The state pay them. So what do you say to people, people who go to harm about the success of other people? What do you have to say to that?
What if somebody has success more than somebody? I don't think it to be something very huge till jealous. God created us in a different way, as I said. What you can do, Bubakar, I cannot do it. What I can do, you cannot do it. That's why God created some people big, some people small, some people short and long. We are not the same. You may be wealthy here, but the day after I'm poor here, but the day after I will be more important than you. So taking somebody or looking at look, believe me, those wealthy people are not sleeping.
How do you know that?
Oh, my brother, you know now.
I don't know. I'm not wealthy, so I cannot say I cannot sleep.
Wallahi, Bubakar, I swear. Now, if I bring money for you, even keep it for me, like 100,000 euro, I bring it for you this night. You will not sleep.
Yeah, because I will fear that if somebody whose last name is Ba, will come and steal it. Because
So that's how they feel.
If Mariam
That's
Abba,
how they feel.
if Mariam Abba
These
is
wealthy people, they don't sleep. They always think how the money will increase. Oh, my money, I give this guy to go and buy some things. Is he going safe and come back safe? Maybe he will come and tell me the money has been stolen or something has happened. So, my brother, these people are not sleeping.
So what do you advise people about that?
Me, I'm advising people just to pray to God that God should give you what belongs to you. Because before God created you, He has already signed what will be to you.
So you want to tell me that if God signed that I will be poor, I will be poor. I don't believe that.
Or then you have to check your iman. If you don't believe
No,
this,
my
you have to check your
iman.
iman. No, serious. Serious. Because this one, you know what I said? Bubakar, wait. What I said now, what I said now, it is part of pillars of Islam.
No. God cannot make me to write that I will be poor. I cannot believe that. I don't believe that. No, God cannot do that. God is Malik Yawmiddin. So
Bubakar.
yeah, it is
Mohamed Toure. Yes. This one will lie for me. I cannot talk. Help me. When Bubakar is saying this one, no.
I don't believe. Help me.
What you are saying, you are saying that you don't believe the existence of God and you don't believe the
No, I believe.
No.
No. Wait. That is another topic. I will bring you
people
here.
Bubakar.
No, wait. No. Wait. Let me land. I will bring you here. If you want next topic, next Friday, we can talk about this. If is everything God's will, what is God's will, and even we have to have that a topic. We don't have to go further with this. Next Friday, will be our topic. What is God's will? What is God designed towards mankind, and what is mankind's cause? What is the cause of God, and what is the cause of man? That is our next topic. We will choose this next Friday. We don't have to go further. Mohamed Touré, you have your whole argument. You meet me here next Friday. Mohamed Touré, what do you want to say about our this Marabu and all black magic?
No, let Touré make his comment on what you said before. Mohamed Touré, serious. Because what you said, my brother, wallahi Allah, what you said is very big. Wallahi, what you said is very big.
Hear me.
Wait. Let me hear a comment from Touré on this issue. Let me hear the comment on Touré.
There is nobody who can make me believe that God creates me, and God loves me, and God can make me be poor on earth. I don't believe that. Because if God makes my mind, if God, wait, let me just, before you come in, I want to help Isa to understand me, my own mentality, my own, what I can accept as a Muslim, as a spiritual being, is if God do good, God cannot do wrong. I accept that is the cause of God, that is natural cause, that is from God. But there are things that are absolute laziness. I cannot just say that I am healthy, I'm mentally fit, I can educate my. You say here, you said somebody who want to be poor in Europe here, you know, it's your own cause.
No,
You just said,
Bubakar, when we are talking about poor, that's what I said. You
no,
may
let
be
me
poor here, but what you have to eat, you can get it.
No, you want to make
But when
me.
you are talking about poor and rich, it's totally different.
No, that is not God's will. That is not God's will. I don't believe that. If you want next week, we debate on that. You want
No, we are not going to debate on me. I'm not debating on that one. No, serious.
Next week, Friday, I have to debate with you on that.
No. Me, I'm not debating on this.
Isa is running away. Moment, what
No,
do you
I'm
have
not
to
running
say?
away because there are some things that it is no
Okay.
way, no go zone.
You want to believe I'm kafir? I'm thinking as kafir because I believe God cannot make me poor.
When you say you believe God cannot make you that, which means you are telling me that God can never do something to you. God can. You don't even accept God is there.
God creates me already. He give me wisdom. He make me healthy.
That's what I tell you. That's what I'm saying. Before you created, before you be born, before you be created, God has already designed you and designed everything that belongs to you.
I understand that is what you call iman. That is to make that if in my own mentality.
But now you are saying that you don't.
Wait.
Let us go. Ture, take over.
Okay. Well,
you don't want to learn from me. You have to learn from me. You know.
No, for this one, I don't take this. I will not take this one from you. Never ever.
The Almighty Allah
come in. I will mute Isa so that I will talk to you.
By the Almighty Allah Himself. He said in Quran, Allahu khalaqakum wa ma ta'malun. He created you with whatever you lost in this life. He created too. Is that clear? Allahu khalaqakum wa ma ta'malun.
What do you?
And whatever action you do in life, He created it too. Is that clear?
He created it through.
Yeah, He created you, and it's you. Almighty Allah created it too.
Yes. So,
Allah, that's the Quran. It's a verse.
So you think, Bubakar?
Give me time. Give me the time to complete what I want to say. The Prophet said, the Almighty Allah creates everything before He creates sky and the soil for 50,000 years. Okay?
Yeah.
Clear? So He created some people as rich. They must be rich in life. He created some as in a middle standard. They will be in that standard. He created some as poor, and they will remain poor until their death. But you cannot rely on the destination of God at the beginning. You rely on the destination of God at the end. Like, I'm going to work today. I come out from my room. I went to the market. I did all efforts. Whatever I got there, in those efforts is the destination of God. God decided that I must.
Now you are speaking my language. You are speaking my language. You are speaking what Isa is condemning me. Why I don't understand why Isa is condemning me.
No, wait.
You speaking my language. You just said what I said.
Let me complete. We can go together to the market. We did the same efforts, and I achieved a lot, and you didn't achieve anything. In that point, I will believe that what I achieved is the will of God, and you didn't achieve, and you did the effort. You believe that is the will of God. You didn't achieve anything. Is that clear? But you don't rely on the will of God. Leave the efforts. You must do the effort. And whatever results come, you believe that the results comes as the will of God. Is that clear in your head?
Yes, I you just said what I said to Brother Isa, but Brother Isa did not listen to me. He just want
No, listen why he said what he said. Listen why he said clearly.
You condemn me before you hear me.
I will condemn you. I will condemn you tomorrow. What my brother is saying, listen to him very well.
No.
Look, my brother, there are some people making effort 10 times what somebody's making, but he achieved more than them. That's the will of God.
I can accept that technically. In technically. But for my point, I don't believe God can make me poor.
Before that you need to come to Europe and they cannot come to Europe.
Yeah, that is another story. You coming to Europe doesn't mean you cannot be successful. It's not that is what we are talking here. You people, next week we have to talk about this topic in detail.
I'm not talking about that issue.
No, Isa, you cannot. No. Next week we will talk about this because you have to educate me. I will engage you people next week on this topic and others.
No, I'm not talking on this kind of issue.
No, we just can't. We can't just make a flash on it. A short explanation.
Next week, Isa have to talk about this. Isa, you go back to the Quran and bring me ayahs and hadith. You tell me you have to educate me. I am learning from you too. You know, my mentality is something different from what you are telling. My iman is higher than what you said to me. Because me, I don't believe God can do wrong. So I don't believe that.
Look, my brother, let me tell you. Being somebody poor, it doesn't mean God has made you wrong.
What is even being poor? What is the meaning of poor?
No, being a poor at times is a wisdom.
No, what is poor? What is being poor even in a sense? What do you call poverty?
Poverty, somebody who is poor, that's poverty. How do you want me to explain poverty?
Define poverty. What makes somebody poor? In your own understanding.
Somebody who didn't own the necessities in this life.
What is necessity to you is not necessity to me.
The necessities in this life, the primary necessities. Somebody who didn't own it is classified as a poor.
But somebody, what is a necessity to you? It doesn't mean a necessity to me. You have a telephone. I don't need a telephone.
It's a very long topic. We can close now and then discuss.
Yeah, I thought he started this next week and you don't want to do this. I will let you.
I'm not doing this.
Okay, Mohammed, you Langay Tago Isa, have a good night. Thank you very much. Till Friday.
Thank you, man.
Thank you again. Mohammed, you Langa Buga Tago swing nini wolof. Langay ete nini in short wolof about topic.
The magic one la mi ngi bokk ci bakkar yu gëna mag te ko gëm ko ngay def magic su magic bi ag ci lepp la ngay mëna ton nit diko def animal wala ngay jël animal diko ton nit la ngay mëna xébal nit wala ngay mëna ray nit yow nekk to yow kafir lu alquran moko wax kafir nekk to kuy dem
fan la alquran waxal lolu alquran lan la waye lolu ci alquran mun nga wax
wa ma Sulaiman walakin ash-shayatin kafaru yu'allimuna an-nasa as-sihr. Sulaiman nekkul kafir ak mom use magic. Satan ni ñoy kafir because ñom ñoo use magic. Kon kuy def magic ko ci nekkul ta attack magicians Islam atem boy dañ ko ray magician
Okay. Yes, thank you.
You know that this one people are going to him to make others mad or lose their jobs. That one should be condemned according to Islamic court and killed.
Thank you, brother. I'm not we had a very, very, very interesting topic. Inshallah, next week Friday, we will have next week Friday, we will have another topic. Lan moy ndogal. Angalo na buga watane kini waye mom muma dogal yalla lan moy dogal yalla
kon nag war nañ ko leeral because ñu dee dem si magicien bi suñu gëmee dogal yàlla duñ fa dem.
voilà loolu mooy dogali yàlla xam nga dogali yàlla nit pour nga xam loolu mooy dogali yàlla nit pour nga nangute ne yow lii yàlla moo ko dogal yàlla mooy maye xam nga fu may waxee man foofu lay wax xam nga man mun naa wax ne man yàlla may na ma mun naa bañ ne man mun naa nangu ma nekk baadol because yàlla may na ma pour ma mun a am xam nga fu may waxee man foofu lay waxee xam nga fu may waxee man foofu lay waxee man ay seet man loolu laa ko wax ma ne ko ne man nangu ma ne yàlla dina ma def baadoola parce que yàlla lu ma may rek mun na ma may ma am lu ma bëgg si suma dund xam nga fu may waxee
at the beginning da nga am courage yàlla loolu la sant da nga am courage nga dem nga def nga try
bi next week dañoo gën a waxtaanee lii waa jërëjëf guddi na xam naa
na ko def succeed so the result is in the hand of God. Everyone have to do the efforts, but the results is in the hand of God.
Thank you very much, brother. Next Friday, thank you very much for your time and have a wonderful weekend till I get you back again next week Friday and more from you, my brother. I have been learning from you since the day I see you in Nouakchott till today, and I hope people will recognize you and they will learn more from you, and brother Isa. And thank you both for accepting to come in on the open conversation on Friday on Islam, religion and society. Thank you very much, brother. Have a good night. Brothers and sisters, that was the open forum, open conversation on its religion and society. I hope I will have a Christian brother or sister one day who will come on this forum too. We talk about, we hear on their side of the story. But it is our African society and our human society is very dangerous. People don't just want to see you succeed. People just hate you for who you are. People just don't want to see you succeed. That is the main problem. That's why I was playing this song from Jezel, turn by turn. Everything is turn by turn. Listen to this kid, what he say here. Say everything is turn by turn. Everybody have his turn.
Turn by turn, everything in life is turn by turn. Brother man, relax and wait for your turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. Turn by turn, everything in life is turn by turn. Brother man, relax and wait for your turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. Wish you well, pray for me, pray for you. If you was trouble, I will stay away. If you want to buy, you can buy my love. Money, fever, I'm proud. Them will love, money, fever, I'm proud. Turn by turn, everything in life is turn by turn. But the man relax and wait for the turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. Turn by turn, everything in life is turn by turn. But the man relax and wait for your turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. Hello, George. Oh, we love to come in. I know you do, George. Hello, George. Oh, we love to come in. I know you do, George. Everything in life is turn by turn. But the man relax and wait for the turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. Turn by turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. But the man relax and wait for your turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. That's what we done. Get what we done. Oh, we love the coffee. You get what we done. That's what we done. Get what we done. Oh, we love the coffee. You get what we done.
Yeah, brothers and sisters, have a good night. Have a good night. I hope you learn like I did learn from these two brothers tonight. Tomorrow, I have my sister Khadija Tujabi here. You know, that is 3 o'clock in the Gambia. 3 o'clock in the Gambia, that is 4 p.m. in Europe, Belgium here, and Central Europe. You know, I hope you all tune in tomorrow because Khadija Tujabi is a very interesting young talent, brilliant Gambian woman, young lady, you know, busy on women's and youth development. She was an independent candidate for the last parliamentary election for Basse Santosu. I hope you all have a good night. This is your brother Bubakar Jallo. Some of you know me as Alaji, some of you saying APC or Lampa. I don't know how you associate with me, but still, this is the kid who was born and raised in Basse Santosu. Have a good night, brothers and sisters. Ciao.